So there we go. Scooby Doo and Arabian Nights. That's going to be our next movie. What do you guys think the plot should be?
Well, we haven't included Fred, Velma, or Daphne in any of the other films, so we should probably leave them out of this one as well.
Yeah, and nobody really likes Scrappy. We should just replace him with another character.
Yes, I like this. Keep going. Should we add another character from the Scooby Doo universe?
No. I was thinking, what if we threw in some characters from some of the other franchises we own?
Ooh, I like that. You know, that Magilla Gorilla character, I really like him. We should try and write him into this film.
Brilliant. And Yogi Bear, he's a fan favorite, so we should definitely include him in this film.
But don't you guys think a Scooby Doo film would work better if we used characters that people are actually used to?
Good one, Noah. You've got a lot left to learn here before you actually know anything about screenwriting. That's why these two here are the lead screenwriters. Come on, guys. Tell me more about what you got.
Well, it doesn't really make sense if Magilla Gorilla and Yogi Bear show up out of nowhere in the Scooby Doo universe. So maybe, just off the top of my head here, what if we made some side stories and they just appeared in that?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And we could make Magilla Gorilla become a pirate.
I love it.
I think you guys are missing the point of what a Scooby Doo movie is.
Noah, shut up. Guys, tell me about Yogi.
You know, that Disney movie Aladdin was really popular 2 years ago. Let's just remake that.
I think that in order to do these stories justice, we need to give them a lot of runtime. Like, probably more runtime than the Scooby-Doo story itself.
Obviously.
Are you guys insane? This sounds stupid. It's not even a Scooby-Doo movie at this point.
You're clearly not ready for this, Noah. Just get out.
This is ridiculous.
Okay then, let's go pitch this movie to the producers.
Hello everybody, welcome back to yet another video. In today's video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be reviewing the fourth film on my list of Scooby Doo films to review, which is Scooby Doo and Arabian Nights. And the thing I'm going to say right off the bat here is that this isn't a Scooby Doo film. Like, it's marketed as a Scooby Doo film, I'm treating it as a Scooby Doo film, but it's not a Scooby Doo film. It's a Hanna-Barbera film with a whole ton of their franchises thrown into it. So to actually explain what I mean by this, for any of you guys who haven't actually seen the movie before, it's got a very, very nice 69-minute runtime, which I'm actually happy for a shorter runtime in this case, just because of how awful this movie is. But anyways, it's got a 69-minute runtime, and how long do you think Scooby and Shaggy are on screen for? 50 minutes? 40 minutes? 30 minutes? Like, it's like 10, 15 minutes. 15 minutes tops. Like, Shaggy and Scooby in the first, 8 minutes of the film, we cut away from them, we come back to them for 2-3 minutes, cut away from them, come back to them for 2-3 minutes, and then they're gone. Scooby and Shaggy should be on screen like 60 plus minutes of a 69-minute runtime. Like, there's no way that Scooby and Shaggy should lead the C plot in terms of runtime in your movie called Scooby Doo and Arabian Nights. And even the Scooby Doo stuff that we do get it's not Scooby Doo. Like, we're missing Fred, Velma, Daphne, which we have in all of the movies up until this point, which, like, it's not a big deal, but I'm just saying we're missing 3/5 of the gang. Scrappy's not in it, and the main story plot, which is usually something to do with monsters, ghosts, mystery solving. There's no monsters, there's no ghosts, there's no mystery solving. It's literally just Scooby and Shaggy go to a fancy castle, eat all the food, are about to get killed, and they tell stories. Like, that's not even a simplified version of the plot, that's the actual plot. It's so awful. Like, this gives Scoob a run for its money for worst Scooby-Doo film, and that is saying something. Like, this film, I don't even know what to say about the Scooby and Shaggy parts. And it's very clear that the characters that are incorporated in from other franchises, like there's Yogi Bear and whatever the little bear's name is, and then there's Magilla Gorilla, a character I haven't heard of. Maybe I recognize him if I watched some other Hanna-Barbera stuff, but I didn't recognize him. It really felt like, hey, we've got 2 successful franchises, let's incorporate them into Scooby-Doo, because Scooby-Doo is a very successful franchise. So let's move those franchises into this one so that people are like, hey, this looks interesting. Maybe I should check out this franchise. And it's just an ad. Like, this movie is literally an ad for Yogi Bear and Magilla Gorilla, however the heck you pronounce it. And it's just stupid, because there's already Scooby Doo and the Laugh Olympics. I think that came out maybe before this or around the same time. Like, that's your cohesive property. That's where all your franchises meld. They don't meld in this Scooby Doo film. This is a Scooby Doo film. It's about Scooby Doo. It's not about Yogi Bear. It's not about Magilla Gorilla. It's about Scooby Doo and Shaggy and mystery solving and ghosts and monsters. It's not about these random crap stories with random crap characters that I couldn't care less about. Like, honestly, the combination of these 3 different franchises, like, they don't even bring them together. It's 3 distinct separate stories within one narrative film. And it's just stupid, because it feels like it's 3 episodes of 3 different shows just thrown into a movie. Like, I don't know what they're thinking here. And the stories that they're telling with, I already talked about the Scooby Doo storyline, but the Yogi storyline, it's literally a ripoff of Aladdin. Like, that is obvious. Like, the girl's name is Ali Din or something. Like, it's so similar. It's literally the exact same plot. Aladdin came out 2 years before this film was made. Like, I guess they just wanted to ride on its success. Like, I don't get it. Like, what is the point? Who thought this was a good idea? Like, you're ripping off Aladdin. You're making a very much worse version of Aladdin. And then, I don't know what the second story is with Magilla Gorilla. It's some pirate. It's, according to the back of the DVD, it's about the sailor Sinbad. Never heard of it, but that's probably a clear ripoff. Hopefully that didn't ruin the audio quality. But yeah, it's a clear ripoff. And I couldn't care less about either of those storylines. The Aladdin one is like, Aladdin's not my favorite Disney movie. I mean, it's all right. It's fine. I guess it fits the theme of Arabian Nights because, I don't know, but it just makes zero sense to me why they included them, why they chose to just remake random stories. And I just don't get any of it. I don't understand why this film was made, why it was made the way it was made. And the main Scooby and Shaggy storyline isn't even resolved whatsoever at the end of the film. It's such a simple storyline. It's like, Shaggy and Scooby piss off the king, he wants to kill them, and they're trying to get out of it. And literally, in the end of the film, I guess spoilers, if you care about spoilers for this film 20 years later on this crappy film with zero plot, what happens in the end, Scooby and Shaggy they're like, okay, you guys can stay on as food testers and as storytellers, or you can die. So either they're gonna die, which would have happened if they tried to escape and failed, or they're gonna die being food testers because it seems like the king's food is poisoned very often. So they're gonna die either way. So, like, nothing is resolved here. It's so stupid, and I don't like anything about this film. Actually, one thing that wasn't terrible, the scene where Scooby and Shaggy eat all the king's food, that was good enough, but then it went all downhill from there, and this film is just a mess. And I don't even consider it a Scooby Doo film. Like, it's not a Scooby Doo film. Scooby Doo cameos in a Yogi Bear and Gamilla Gorilla, or whatever the heck his name is, and yeah, that's what this film is. So as we get into the ratings, I think it's going to be no surprise to anyone here that I'm going to give this a super low rating, and that rating is going to be a 2 out of 10. I was not expecting to give a Scooby Doo film this low of a rating, but like I said, I don't consider it to be a Scooby Doo film, so yeah. But anyways, that's all I have to say today, so hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe down below if you're new around here. The next video on this series is going to be posted next Monday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, and that movie is Scooby Doo on Zombie Island, so make sure you guys are on the lookout for that. If you want more updates on my videos, make sure to check out my Instagram, ntd_films. Thank you all for watching, and have a good day.